Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to tell you what are the most commonly used terms in the stock market and why these terms are important for you. Now, before I start, I would like you to know one thing. If you're an active investor in mutual funds, that means you find mutual funds very interesting and you are actively investing in them, then at some point in time, you might want to move away from these mutual funds. Why would that be? Because in mutual funds, you don't have the ability to control where your investment goes and when it goes. So I just wanted to let you know that at some point in time, you might want to start investing in the stock market and especially buy and sell some stocks. So now that being out of the way, let's start with the most commonly used terms. First is that you might have heard people say that the stock market is often a fight between bulls and bears. So what are these terms, bulls and bears? What do they indicate? Let's start with bulls. So bulls are a group of people, or you can say bulls are an entity that move the market up. The bulls are represented by green color or white color if you are viewing black and white charts. And then we have the bears. So the bears are entities which move the market down. Bears are represented by red color or black color if you are viewing the charts in black and white. And the movement that the bears make is called as a bearish movement. Similarly, the movement that the bulls make is called a bullish movement. Right. So now let's discuss what a bull is and who is a bull. Suppose you are interested in buying a stock. The stock's current market price is rupees 100. You buy the stock at current market price, which we often refer to as CMP, current market price, and you expect the market price of that stock to move up by at least 20%. So theoretically, you are a bull right now, and the movement that you are expecting is a bullish movement. When the stock reaches 120 rupees, you exit your position and book your profits, right? So the transition which happened from rupees 100 to rupees 120 is the whole bull movement, and you are a bull. I hope that is clear. Now let's discuss what is a bear, who is a bear, and what is a bear movement. Let's consider the same example. The stock is trading at rupees 100 right now, and you want to sell the stock. I'll explain to you what selling means, but let's say hypothetically you are into the market for a sell call. You sell the stock at rupees 100 and you expect the stock to go down at least 20%, so that when it reaches rupees 80, you are able to book your profits and exit your position. So the transition from rupees 100 to rupees 80, that 20 rupees gap is your bearish movement. Now, how are you able to sell a stock? So generally, if you are an investor, you won't be able to sell a stock. But if you are a trader who is interested in trading in future and options, you can short sell your position. And talking about short selling, we'll not cover the whole topic in this series as it's more related to traders. But just know that short selling means that you sell at a particular level, and when the price moves further down, you book your position and book your profits at a lower level, right? Now that being out of the way, let's discuss what are market segments. So market segments are areas where certain types of financial instruments are traded. There are three main categories in this. First is equities. Equities consists of general stocks and trading and investing in stocks. So generally investors who are interested in investing for a long period of time invest in equity market. Then we have debt securities. So often you might have heard of securities like T-bills and government sovereign bonds. So these are debt securities that provide a steady rate of return to the investors. Next we have future and options. So future and options are those which are generally traded by traders. And so remember I talked about short selling just recently when I was discussing about a bearish movement. So this is where the short selling mostly happens in future and options, and future and options are related to stocks only. And yes, the traders are mostly active in this particular segment.